At the door for a meat lover supreme.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is so weird to say that. Let me pause Jimmy Kimmel here.
This is one of the dozens of crazy things he wrote.
All right. Got to pause Jimmy Kimmel. I just found out that he's back from vacation. Good God. Why was I getting that echo? Let me check my settings. I'm getting an echo for some reason. I don't know. Here. I don't know what's going to do. I have YouTube on it. You know what? Okay. I'm going to kick out and come back. Give me one moment. Give me one. I think I got it. Okay, let's see how that does. That should have fixed it. I forgot I had it running in the background in another browser, and that's what causes the echoes. So we should be okay now, I guess. See, nothing looks right though. Nothing looks right. Let me hit another button up here. What's that do? Nope, that didn't do anything either. And it took me out of dark mode. I hate that. Okay, well, if anybody's in here and watching, say hi. and then there we go. Okay, these blue blockers make everything look weird. I wasn't seeing the colors on some things. I see a thumbs up there, so somebody gave a thumbs up. I mean, if you're in here, say hello. This is episode 3 of AM Bolin. Sorry, I had it running in the background, and I guess you can hear me. Yeah, it looks like it. Doesn't look like I have any mute buttons on or anything. So as soon as somebody says hi, we should be okay. Dan, there you go. How you doing, Dan Lemley? Dan Lemley, the first early morning riser today, says we got about 11 or 12 of you in here on YouTube. I don't see the numbers for everybody else. So as you pop in, can y'all hear me okay? We have both microphones on, so the sound should be just fine. It's been raining here all day today. Meow Meow's in the window. She was outside. Mylene's in the house. How you doing? I'm doing good. Daddy Bolin is doing good. So good to see a couple of YouTubers in here. We're also live on Facebook and Twitter. So if anybody's watching on either of those, this is the little short 15-minute show that is a preview of what we're going to do later in the evening. Most mornings I am up early in the morning and try to squeeze in a nap later that day if at all possible. We never know how that works out. But I figured we'd do these things to give people a version of a short show, because with people's attention spans these days, when we're doing 60-minute, 90-minute, and 2-hour shows, that's hard for a lot of people to comprehend. So these shows will all be 8 to 15 minutes. I might go a touch longer today, being as the first couple of minutes of it was screwed up with the background noise and everything. But hello to Dan Lemley and Mylene, and this is open to subscribers that have been subscribers, I think, for 6 weeks or longer. Kind of tolls the trolls down a little bit. I left it wide open the last time, and I was amazed how many trolls are up at 7 o'clock in the morning, living for the chance they might get to see me. It blows me away. A little cool this morning. I think it's 61 degrees outside here in Louisville. We've had tons of rain. It has been raining pretty much night and day. I got a couple more days of rain coming, but our temperatures are going to be getting back up to the 80s very soon. But just to cover some ground, we will be talking about a little bit more of a recap of WrestleMania and the Monday Night Raw show. We will talk about the fiasco of what is called AEW. My God. the show has gotten so embarrassing. We will talk more in extent about that tonight. Don't know if Coltrane will be with us or not. He's welcome to do so. I think he's kind of even shut his own show down for a little bit as he deals with a few things. So he's welcome back whenever he feels like it. I'm sure Bob Hazelwood will be in here with me this evening. I don't know that you'll ever see him on an AM Bolin show. Chances are this morning, we're starting a little bit later than we did the last time. Chances are pretty good he's probably working. And but this is a kind of a cool feature for our Filipino fans that figure out that we're on and can get YouTube. And plus we're on Facebook today for them as well. For our Filipino fan base, we are never on in the evenings. We are always an AM show for them. We're on at either 9 in the morning, 8 in the morning, 7 in the morning in some cases, 10 in the morning at the latest. And that's really about as late as they ever see us. And it looks like Kyle Nunn mentioned something on my post on Facebook. So, so if you're watching the show, say hi and introduce yourself. If you're a brand new subscriber, then you won't be able to do that for 6 weeks, or unless you get a membership or make a donation. Tonight, we're going to do a special show before we get into our celebrity shows that are going to be coming up with Conan, Dutch Mantel, Mr. Anderson, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, John Cena Sr., Anthony Scaramucci on May the 8th at 4 p.m. We'd rescheduled him. John Cena Sr., I need to look. He is scheduled real soon, sometime in mid-April. So that's sneaking up on us. Blake McChristy in the house. How you doing? And I sent a few of the Filipinos, some of my regular Filipino friends and fans, a link to be able to see the AM show, because this is rare for them. They do not get us in the evening hours, because in the Philippines right now, it's 8:12 p.m. at night and pitch black over there, because it gets very dark over there at about 6:30. If anybody wants to correct me on that this time of year, they can, but they're pretty stable over there with darkness of anywhere between 5:30 and 6:30 just about every night, to where here in Louisville during the summertime, there'll be a hint of daylight as late as 9:45 p.m. In the dead of summer. Right now it's getting dark here at about 8:20 p.m. at night. Deacon Fuse, love Dutch, forward to that. Well, plus Dutch and I have the appearance coming up in Evansville. They just gave me my own meme today. I wasn't expecting that. I just thought I was going to be part of the group and they were just going to let people know I was going to be there. But they kind of gave me a little special introduction today. And I wasn't going to go. I'd had a medical procedure that was scheduled for May the 9th. And I wasn't about to do that and then go to Evansville for the 10th and the 11th. So today was the day that I was going to back out of going. And then he said, well, we've already made your meme. We've already advertised you coming. Your pay has been arranged. And we also have already paid for your room. So I guess I'm going. So I will reschedule the medical procedure. It's not life and death. It was just one of those things I was needing to get done. And so we'll just reschedule it. And I'm sure everything will be fine. Wasn't about to do that. And then the next day go to Evansville for a two-day event. This is going to be my first live personal appearance since the Golden Corral days. I think I did one in Southern Indiana right after I retired, probably in 2013. And then Jimmy and I did a couple of Golden Corral appearances. God, I'm trying to remember. There's Kyle Nunn, my cousin's husband, Tom. Yeah, I know Tom. I just chatted with Tom today. Is the one on the Ascending the Queendom. Tom is the one putting on the Ascending the Queendom show. Yeah, that's going to be an all women's card, correct? And that's your cousin? Yeah, I think it was Tom I chatted with early this morning, because I was writing him to let him know that I might not be coming. And there were just a couple of issues that I needed to address. And the medical procedure was one of those. But then I saw the very nice meme that they made that I posted on Facebook. I think that's the only place I've posted it so far. And I guess I need to do that on Twitter. I haven't done that yet. But we will get that done. But the focus of tonight's show, we're going to focus on helping one or two people. One of them is a big help. And this is where I'm going to need my biggest and best fans who love helping me support these people. I need 7 of us who can spare $20, and I'm going to be one of the 7. I think Bob said he would be one of the 7. So basically 5 of you. But if we can get 6 or 7 to help with a little transportation and food money for these people and some internet money, that would help. The young lady named Chenny needs a phone. They don't have a phone. Sometimes I do not hear from them for several days until they can borrow a phone from a neighbor, or if their uncle happens to be over and he lets them use the phone. And the reason they need one so bad is that a lot of the education, a lot of the schooling over there still is done on phones. Research is done on phones. Homework is done on phones. And, well, boy, that screen just lit up real big, didn't it? Dan Lemley in the house. We appreciate it, Dan. Nice to see you. And so there are 3 kids that are in elementary school in the house, 1 in college, and 1 about to enter college. So a phone to help them do their school research and home assignments would be a big, big help to that family. You can get them a cheap ass phone for $80, $100. They don't function very well, but for about $40 or $50 more, you can get them a real good phone. So I was hoping we'd be able to raise maybe $140, $150 tonight, about $20 a pop out of 7 or 8 of us. And then we're going to try to raise another 10 or $20. Believe it or not, you can get a pretty good internet service over there for about $20 a month. That's strong enough to help the whole family. So that's what we're looking to do. So for those of you that are watching this morning, that might be watching the show later tonight, and if you got your taxes back or something, and if you just happen to have an extra $20, you see all the ways to donate there at the top of the screen. Oh, big shout out to our brand new sponsor, Bear Nose Pizza. They sponsored one night of my WrestleMania party, and man, it was an amazing pizza. The owner, I had originally sold their sponsorship on OVW TV to them back in the year 2000. He's still there. He remembered me with a little help. he says he wasn't the one that handled advertising. It was his other partner. But after a little poking, he did remember coming aboard with us and their banner hanging on our show for several years. So he's now a sponsor on our show. We did not have any dedicated pizza places. Now we have one along with Popeye's Chicken. Bob, the IT man, has redone the sponsorship banners over there that you see to the right. I think they look amazing. They look better than ever. That is the real Popeyes logo that they normally use. So we're glad to get Popeyes up to date, McDonald's and Bear Nose. And then we have Main Event back with us up in the right-hand corner there. And they're coming back aboard and will be joining us in the very near future. So we went ahead. Hey, thank you, Dan. It was very sweet of you. If any of you, so we're 20 do the good for tonight already. So if any of you in here are making a donation to help raise the fund for Chenny, let me show you a picture of her. She's 19 years old, has a 21-year-old sister that's in college, and then 3 younger siblings that are in elementary school. And she's just the sweetest kid in the world. She got her Bolin shirt. Let's give a quick shout out to all the sponsors. Well, Fish House, we did not, as we go back and forth with Fish House, because in all honesty, we've only been to Fish House once in the past few months. Just, it's a pretty good ride from us, but they're still with us and they still support us. So I will, but their banner will be hard to put in the way we've got theirs, but we're going to work on it. We have to get a little bit more creative with their logo. Bear Nose Pizza, they have the biggest logo with us. Popeye's Fried Chicken, let's give them an early morning shout out. McDonald's, for those of you that are, can I get my head? There I am. I'm right in there. For those of you that want to pull over and get a breakfast burrito, a breakfast biscuit, $1.37 soft drink, any size, you can't beat that. So there's a shout out to the sponsors. And let me see if I can find Chenny. I don't have my readers on. That's our sweet friend Eunice. For those of you that don't catch the show this early in the morning and don't see us that often, that's our sweet friend Jelly Bean wearing her Bobby Bob shirt. Jelly Bean wearing her I'm a Bowling Girl shirt. Jelly Bean wearing her other version of I'm a Bowling Girl shirt. Eunice wearing her I'm a Bowling Girl shirt. We're going to get to the right ones here in a minute. That's our sweet little Ruby when she was 13 years old. That's Ruby a year later at 14 years old. That is still Ruby at 14 years old. We don't know what the hell they're feeding her, but holy shit. The kid has grown quite a bit in under a year. Those pictures are about 8 months apart of her washing dishes. We bought her that table and chairs to sit on so she wouldn't have to sit on a rock. That's our sweet friend Chenny. She's the one we're trying to help raise the phone. That is Sweet Chinny wearing her I'm a Bowling Girl shirt with a pair of black shorts. And she's a pretty and sweet little girl, very smart. Her and her sister both are smart kids. She was born on Dutch Mantel's birthday, Jerry the King Lawler's birthday, JBL's birthday, and also shares a birthday with sweet little Ruby that I just showed you a picture of, and also a birthday with Eunice. They all are born November the 29th. So she's the one we're trying to help raise the money for a phone for. That's her jacket that she got that's similar to mine. A lot of the Filipino girls got jackets. We could get them for under $5. When it's in the low 70s over there, they claim they're cold. We did pay for medication for this young girl to get her. She's been having very bad stomach cramps lately, and she's only like 11 or 12 years old. That is Eunice's sister. So we paid to get her into the hospital to get her examined. That's our sweet little Art Gel. She's only 9 years old. Lots of bowling girls. They call me daddy. As long as they don't call me grandpa, I can deal with it. That is Mylene was in here a minute ago, and that's not Mylene. That's Cheska. That's Eunice. Again, that is my ex-girlfriend Lena from many years ago with her matching jacket. That is Jeanette, who we're helping build the basketball court for. So I'm going to stay a little bit longer because I'm spending a lot of time introducing you guys to the people that we help. That will be my appearance in Evansville featuring Austin Idol, Dutch Mantel, Bill Superstar Dundee, myself in the middle, Handsome Jimmy Valiant, Tommy Rich, Ricky Morton, Jerry the King Lawler, who the show is in honor of. You wouldn't know it by that meme. And they have added a boatload more. Those are not it. That's another show. We'll talk about that at another time. But that was Chinny. So that's who we're... let me get back up to her there. I thought I had that's Tessa. That's one of... here we go. Here's Mylene. I think Mylene was... that's Mylene and her son. And he's the only Bolin kid that we know of. There might have been a couple others that bought those shirts, but we think that is the only Bolin kid. We think. So there we go. There's Lorraine again. There we go. So let's get back to the comments. So those are all the people that we help. Thank you, Mr. Limley, for your donation. That'll get us $20 to the good. I'm going to be donating 20. I think Bob said. So that's 60 of the about 160 I think we're going to try to raise, because we're going to try to get their internet taken care of as well. So now we got 100 to go. And if we got 5 of us out there that'll donate $20 a pop, we will get her taken care of on that. We did get a lot of things taken care of from the last show, food-wise, internet-wise, rental assistance-wise, electric-wise, all that good stuff. So that'll be the focused attention on the show. The topics we'll be talking about. If you want to get political, talk about what's going on with Donald Trump and all that bullshit, we can do that. Let you all bring it up. If you want to talk about Monday Night Raw, what's going on in that direction, what's going on with Rock and Cody Rhodes, what's going on in Major League Baseball, the Cincinnati Reds got a little rough for them last night. Oh, I'm hanging in there, buddy. 2 cents. I don't get many Twitter comments in here. I'm about as blackballed on Twitter as you can get, because I say a lot of shit that Elon Musk doesn't like, including shit about him. So we don't get many comments on Twitter, but I'm hanging in there. And so pretty much open topics, but we'll probably be directing conversation towards a little bit of Major League Baseball. Not much NBA talk going on right now these days. We'll probably focus more on that come playoff time. The NCAA tournaments are over. The women slaughtered the men in the ratings. Oh my God. We'll talk about that more tonight. Talk a little bit of Major League Baseball. I keep up with it quite a bit. I have MLB TV, and I at least watch the recap game on just about every game every day. And then I focus on the Cincinnati Reds. And so we are pushing about the 20-minute mark. I tried to give you all an extra 5 minutes or so because I fucked up at the beginning and had YouTube running in the background, and we had a bit of an echo. So please check in with us again tonight if you'd like to participate with us. Help us raise money for sweet little Chinny to help get a phone in their home that will be their own, to where they can do their research, do their homework, and stay upon their studies. They share the phone. We have helped. We got them a washing machine not long ago. Not like what you all have at home. I mean, it's almost prehistoric. There's not many people around here that would like to have that. Caitlin Clark is the man. Becky Lynch might have to forfeit that title. But I'm going to talk about the pay difference of what Caitlin Clark is going to get when she goes to the NBA, as opposed to what the last drafted guy in the NBA is going to get. Also, the TV revenue, even though the women peaked at 24 million viewers for the national title game, they had an average of 18 million viewers. The men had like 12 or 13. They got slaughtered by the women as far as viewership for the national title game. Caitlin Clark is going to enter the NBA draft as the #1 pick, and it is ridiculous what her salary is going to be. Well under $100,000. And then we will do some research to see what the bottom guy and the last man picked in the NBA draft is going to get, and it's embarrassing. The TV revenue, even though the women slaughtered the men, it was a 99% difference. The women's TV revenue was 1% of what the men got. The men got 99% more TV revenue, even though way more people were watching the women. We're going to talk about that tonight. That irked me a little bit. The laws that were just passed in Arizona about abortion going back to 1865, before Arizona was even a state. Oh my God. Before Lincoln had been elected for a second term. In other words, before he'd been shot. Republicans may have cost themselves the election with that one, but that one is not going to go good. So, other than that, my friends, I appreciate you tuning in for the 3rd episode ever of AM Bolin, only the 2nd live one. And I'm not going to do these for every show, but if I happen to be up and feel up to it, I'll pop in. We'll do, as a rule, 8 to 15 minute show. Today, you got a little bit longer than that. You're going to get about 22 minutes. But we'll be back tonight, 9:05 p.m. Please tell your friends, motivate like-minded people that like to help people in need. We really appreciate you watching the show and helping us help our people. Until 9:05 p.m. tonight, I am Kenny the Star Maker Bolin. Tonight, I'll be joined by Bob Hazelwood, and you can catch us then at 9:05 p.m. So until then, I did say good morning.